Hello everyone! This is our video presentation for our final activity in our subject, IS323 Quantitative Methods. I am Jeboy Bulyun Fantespina.
And I am Jessica S. Takadaw.
And I am Irish Castor Vitala.
And we are from BSIS 3A. Hi everyone! Today, I'm going to explain one-way ANOVA, a fundamental statistical test used in research and data analysis. By the end of this video, you'll know what one-way ANOVA is, when to use it, how to apply it, and a real-world example where it's useful. What is one-way ANOVA? One-way ANOVA, or analysis of variance, is a statistical test used to compare the means of three or more independent groups to determine if there is statistically significant difference between them. Unlike a t-test, which compares two groups, one-way ANOVA expands two more groups. When is one-way ANOVA used? You use one-way ANOVA when, first, you have one independent variable with three or more categories or groups. Second, your independent variable is measured on a continuous scale or interval or ratio. Third, you want to test whether differences in group means are due to chance in a real-world effect. For example, you might use it to compare t-score among students from three different teaching methods: traditional, online, and hybrid. How do you use one-way ANOVA? Here's a step-by-step overview. First, formulate a hypothesis. Null hypothesis: all group means are equal. Alternative hypothesis: at least one group mean is different. Second, check assumption. The dependent variable should be normally distributed. Groups should have similar variance, homogeneity of variance. The samples should be independent. Perform the test. Use statistical software like SPSS, R, or Python to calculate the F ratio, which is the ratio of variance between groups to variance within groups. Lastly, interpret results. If the p-value is less than to 0.05, reject. Null hypothesis 0, at least one group mean is significantly different. If the p-value is greater than 0.05, fail to reject. Null hypothesis 0, group means are not significantly different. Applications of one-way ANOVA. One-way ANOVA is widely used in fields like education, comparing student performance across teaching methods; healthcare, testing the effectiveness of different treatments; marketing, analyzing customer satisfaction across product categories. Real-world scenario. Let's consider a real-world example. Scenario: a fitness trainer wants to compare the effectiveness of three workout programs: cardio, strength training, and a combination of both on weight loss. First is the independent variable, grouping variable. Workout program or cardio strength training combination is equals to nominal. Dependent variable, weight loss in kilograms, scale is continuous. The trainer collects weight loss data from different in each group and performs a one-way ANOVA to determine if there's significant differences in weight loss between the three workout programs.
Hello everyone! Today, we'll explore correlation and regression tests, powerful statistical tools that help us understand relationship between variables. In this presentation, I'll answer 4 key questions. First, what are correlation and regression tests? Second, when are they used? Third, how do you use them? And last, what are some real-world application of these tests? Let's dive in. First question, what are correlation and regression tests? Correlation and regression tests are statistical methods used to study relationship between variables. Correlation measures the strength and direction of a linear relationship between two continuous variables. The result is a correlation coefficient ranging from -1 to +1. Regression goes further by modeling how a dependent variable changes based on the independent variables. For example, a correlation test might determine if studying hours and test scores are related, while a regression analysis predicts a student's test score based on the hours they study. Second question, when are they used? Use correlation when you want to determine if two variables are related but doesn't assume cause and effect. Use regression when you want to predict or explain a dependent variable based on one or more independent variables. For instance, you might use correlation to see if there's a link between exercise time and heart health scores. Regression to predict heart health scores based on exercise time, age, and diet. Third question. How do you use correlation and regression? Here's a simple step-by-step process. Correlation. First is to collect data on two continuous variables, height and weight. Second, plot a scatter plot to visualize the relationship. Third, compute the correlation coefficient persons for linear relationship. Regression. First, identify your dependent outcome and independent predictor variables. Second, create a regression model, simple linear regression for one predictor or multiple regression for multiple predictors. And third, interpret the output, look at the slope to understand the relationship and the R-squared value to measure how well the model fits the data. Fourth question is application of correlation and regression test. Some examples include correlation, analyzing the relationship between temperature and ice cream sales, understanding the link between screen time and sleep quality. Regression, predicting housing prices based on size, location, and number of bedrooms. Forecasting company sales based on advertising spend. And last, real-world scenario. Let's imagine you're studying how weekly exercise impacts mental health scores. Independent variable, weekly exercise measured in hours scales. Dependent variable, mental health score measured via standardized test scale. Using regression, you could predict a person's mental health score based on their weekly exercise. Your findings might help develop recommendation for optimal exercise routines to enhance mental health.
Hi everyone! In this video, we'll explore the chi-square test of independence, a statistical method used to determine if two categorical variables are related. By the end of this video, you'll understand what the test is, when to use it, how to apply it, its real-world applications, and we'll walk through a relatable example. Let's dive in. What is the chi-square test of independence? The chi-square test of independence is a non-parametric statistical test. It evaluates whether there is a significant association between two categorical variables in a population. For example, it can help determine if gender is associated with voting preferences. When is the chi-square test of independence used? This test is used when you want to analyze two categorical variables and determine if they are independent of each other. The data must be organized in a contingency table with observed frequencies for each combination of categories. Key assumptions are: number 1, the variables should be categorical. 2, the observations should be independent. 3, the sample size should be large enough. Ideally, expected frequencies in each cell should be 5 or more. How to use the chi-square test of independence. Here's how you can perform the test. 1. Set up your hypothesis. Null hypothesis, the variables are independent. Alternative hypothesis, the variables are not independent. 2. Create a contingency table showing the observed frequencies. 3. Calculate the expected frequencies for each cell. Expected frequency, row total times column total, grand total. 4. Compute the chi-squared statistic using this formula. 5. Compare the calculated value with the critical value from the chi-square distribution table based on the degrees of freedom and significance level, commonly 0.05. 6. Make a conclusion. If the calculated value is greater than the critical value, reject the null hypothesis and conclude that the variables are not independent. Applications of the chi-square test of independence. This test is widely used in various fields such as marketing, to check if product preference depends on age group; medicine, to see if disease prevalence varies by region; education, to determine if course performance differs by teaching method. Real-world scenario. Let's consider a practical example. Scenario: a school wants to know if students' participation in extracurricular activities is associated with their academic performance, pass or fail. Independent variable or grouping variable, participation in extracurricular activities, yes or no, nominal. Dependent variable, academic performance, pass or fail, nominal. We collect data from 200 students and organize it into a contingency table. After calculating expected frequencies, we run the chi-square test. If the p-value is less than 0.05, we conclude the participation in extracurricular activities and academic performance are not independent, they are related.
Thank you for watching!